What made you come to the United States? You had a great soccer career in Bristol, England. Good old, jolly old England, and you know, well-known area. You played there. You coached there. Well, before we find out how you got here, what's the experience like playing collegiate soccer? Or, you know, the same type of level over in England as compared to here. How does it affect the cultures and how's the sport played itself?
Well, I think the first thing is that the really at the highest level in England is it's run by the professional clubs,
Right.
Of which there's approaching 100 viable professional clubs in England, which is enormous.
It is. Our country's not that big. Go ahead.
It's not that big, but it's, you know, to support that many professional teams shows you that that people live and breathe the sport.
Yeah.
You know, really, it's in everyday life. It's on the front and back pages of the newspaper. So it's massive.
Right.
You know, the college stuff is players like me that never made it as a pro, when you're 14, 15, 16, and the pro clubs are selecting these players at 8, 9 and 10 years old. So it's kind of two streams.
At 8, 9, 10 years old, they see it and they select that.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
unbelievable.
huge development structure.
Yeah.
But anyway, college soccer is it's not as well supported as it is over here.
I'm surprised to hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, it's not the same infrastructure. But you know, coming over here, this is it's a wonderful place to be a soccer coach. You know, there's a lot of opportunity to build and develop players, and yeah, so it's very different.
Did you know anybody over here, or did you just go, hey, look, I know there's opportunity in this country. I know I can coach this sport. There's got to be a spot for me. Or was there some connection that helped the impetus to get you to the United States?
Well, I was in college, and you know, everyone's trying to work out what they're going to do
Yeah.
in their summer off. You know, you got 10, 12 weeks off. What are you going to do? So some people want to just travel. Other people that were a little smart that were signing up for internships at big companies in the city of London, and that just didn't. I just wasn't motivated to do that, and for some reason I saw an advertisement for soccer coaches to go and spend 10, 12 weeks in the States. So I signed up for that. I coached through about 20, 25 different states over here over 2 or 3 summers, and just met a lot of great people.
Yeah.
Started to learn about how big the sport was over here, and you know, met enough people that I was able to move here, and my first job, like I said, was with UC Riverside, and it grew from there.
You know, if I may say so myself, part of the secret of your success is how likable you are. So, you know, there's not a coach better liked in this entire athletic department, and there are some tremendous people, tremendous coaches at every level. But that had to really go working for you. And you end up eventually at Riverside then.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you hear about April and coming to Irvine? How did that work?
Well, I was I was at Riverside for 3 years.
Yes.
And I happened to be living in Irvine, and I drive by the campus almost every day on my 100-mile round trip out there.
That's motivation enough in itself, isn't it?
Well, you've spent enough time on the 91 freeway and
That's
traffic.
the worst freeway in Southern California.
Oh my goodness, I got to know it very, very well.
Yes.
But the job opened up here.
Yeah.
They hired April, and April's world renowned as
Yes.
as a high level, one of the highest level coaches, particularly on the women's side. So the opportunity to work with April was, you know, I called a lot of people, and a lot of people called on my behalf, I think.
Yeah.
You know, Junior Gonzalez, who was the head coach at Riverside, picked up the phone and you know, recommended me as well. And it worked out, you know.
It sure, certainly has.
I was somewhat of an unknown, you know.
Yeah.
April, I didn't know April at all.
Right.
And I think, you know, she knows a lot of people. So I think the truth is that the first 2 or 3 names on her list, maybe more, weren't able to do it. And for one reason or another, my name was up next, and I jumped at it. So that was kind of how it came about.
Funny how things have a way of working out in life, isn't it, Scott? If you put that good vibe out there and you're persistent with it, good things happen. You are such a credit to this program. And let's see, today, as we are the show, it's Tuesday, November 1st. I hope we're talking about you after Thanksgiving, because we know what that'll be. It'll be a Final Four there the first, second week of December. And we will follow this great program. Come out Thursday night, Thursday, folks, not Wednesday, Thursday night, and watch this great soccer team. Thursday, November 3rd, 7 o'clock. It is a beautiful stadium if you haven't been there. UC Irvine, UC Davis. The winner will play for the conference tournament championship. UC Irvine has already won the regular season championship, and of course the Anteaters are expected to be a big part of the NCAA tournament beginning in a week or two. Scott, thanks for taking the time at a busy time of the year. Thanks for what you do for the show and being a friend of our show here on the Blue and Gold Report.
Thanks, Mark.
All right. The great Scott Juniper. We'll take a break, be back with more on the Blue and Gold Report right after this. You're listening on 88.9 FM, KUCI and KUCI.org.